Let's see if we can get this video a little better quality than last week. So I'll give you all a second, couple minutes to join me. And let me know. Hey, we already got some comments here. Let me just go check here and see what we got. MT Cali 70 says, I made a video talking about your seeds growing, but it is not on this platform. MT Cali 70, if you don't mind, please send me an email to mary@marysheirloomseeds.com and share the link. And if it's a platform I can see the video on, definitely send it to me and I'll share it. Hey, Sandy, welcome. Hey there. You say, how's Texas? Texas is hot. So if you're just joining me, can you tell me how the video quality is today? Last time we went live, the video quality was a little pixelated because I was a little too far from my connection. Hey, Kathy says, I finally caught your live feed. So if you can see me nice and clear, Sandy says you're great. That is awesome. Hey, Brian. So today's video, I wanted to do in the garden, but I don't have, I got a wasp over here, so I'm trying. Hey, she says, howdy from South Texas. Hey, Denise in San Diego. So I wanted to go live in the garden today, but let me see what I can do real quick. If you're just joining me for the first time, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that like button. Hey, Christian, how's it going? You say, I can see you. Sounds like, oops, hang on, talking in a closet though. So I am under shade. So it might be a little funky as far as the sound. It's really hot. So Mary's Heirloom Seeds, thank you very much. That's me. So our wood chip gardener, I have a wireless extender on the way. So that's why I'm here under the shade and I'm not in the garden. See that? You can see behind me. So I really apologize for the sound quality, the video quality. I do try to make it a lot easier for you guys to watch me, but I'm in a new area and only semi-prepared tonight. So my sound is a little funny. My picture is a little funny. So here's the thing. In the comment section of this video, Mary's Heirloom Seeds, that's me, and our team, Doc, has shared a link to our seed sale. So let me give you the scoop on the updates, what's going on at Mary's Heirloom Seeds. So first and foremost, we have a huge seed sale. Okay, just sent my email. Awesome, thanks so much. So Doc is my husband. I call him Doc because he is a doctor. He's a retired chiropractor. And it's just, I got in the habit of calling him out, like in a professional capacity. I call him Doc. I did run his clinic for several years. So in the office, I called him Doc. On social media, I call him Doc because he is a private person. So we don't really, we don't share his picture and all that stuff. So for those of you with questions, Doc is my husband. Some people call him Dr. Bobby. But he is now retired and he's now my seed dude or our seed dude. He does a lot of help in the garden. When you see some of my videos, he is filming them, so he's on the other side. And if you're on my social media, if you're on Facebook, if you go to Mary's Heirloom Seeds, you see the back side of him while he is tilling. So speaking of tilling, that's what we've been up to. The seed dude, right? Yes. Denise, I call him the seed dude every now and then because he is a huge help. So on Sunday we tilled. Back there you can see, let's see if you can get it. Maybe not. If you follow my YouTube channel, you will see very soon the updated version, the YouTube video that you won't have to watch live of our tilling. I'm not a huge supporter of tilling. But being a brand new garden, I really needed to break up the hard soil that we had there. And then you see that gigantic pile behind me of compost that we purchased as well. So it was kind of important to do a little tilling. Right now it is 92 degrees and feels like 101. So you can see I got my hair up. I am hot. Kathy says you purchased seeds from our seed sale. Awesome. Hey, Deborah in hot Central Florida. Crystal says your new garden is going to be great. It's a great size. It is huge. Christian says Texas soil needs to be amended. Absolutely. So we ordered a truckload of soil. You can see the beds in the back, some of my rows behind me. I managed to till about 20 feet by 60 feet. So it's approximately 1,200 square feet of garden space. And then we purchased 8 cubic yards of soil, and that came in a dump truck. And I've got a video on my personal page. I'll share that on my Facebook page in a little bit. So we have a seed giveaway with 2 awesome videos. Denise says that's bigger than my house. I know it's pretty big. We have a seed giveaway going on. Lisa at the Self-Sufficient Home Acre has offered 3 giveaways. Crystal's Texas Garden, thanks for joining me. Good evening. We have 2 winners. Deborah says already placed your seed order. Awesome. We have 2 winners that we're going to get. We've got seeds we're giving away. We've got books we're giving away. That is available at marysheirloomseeds.com under our Mary's blog. So if you haven't already checked it out, enter that giveaway. It's free to enter. If you're in the US, go ahead and enter. We also have a discount code. It is listed in that giveaway option. So you can save 10% off all of our seed combo packs. There, now that our lighting's a little better, you can see a little bit more of our garden. So today is just kind of an update on our East Texas garden. I am brand new to East Texas. Doc grew up in West Texas. So even he is new, kind of new. He's lived in East Texas before, but not this area. So this is all new to us. I personally have grown in Southern California, in South Florida. So that is zone 9 and zone 10. Robert says, hello, Mary, rain cooled evening, 1 inch of rain. Wow. I have been hoping for rain, and it rained like nonstop on this property for like a month during April, and now we're not really getting much rain. So I am having to water until we get our drip system, the irrigation installed. I'm having to hand water. Of that garden space that I've tilled, like I mentioned before, it is 20 feet by 60 feet. So here's the thing about growing. The orientation of the garden, Deborah says, will take you a while to adjust to the humidity. That's part of what I want to talk about a little later on. I haven't lived in super humid climate for about 6 years. Sandy says, I lived in West Texas for 45 years. Wow. Did you use a bulldozer or a bobcat? No. I used a rear tine tiller. So it was mostly by hand. So orientation of the garden is usually what experts suggest is north to south. So that is north and that is south. So if you look at the pictures of my, yeah, I know. Oh, you're in Tyler. Brian, you're in Tyler. You're my neighbor. You're not too far away from me. You're about 20, 30 minutes. We're in Ben Wheeler. So the way the garden is situated is first I tilled east to west. And then I gave myself another option. I tilled it opposite and I did north to south. And so my garden is planted north to south. So the 20 feet wide, thanks Brian. Christian says, well, the yard and land looks pretty beautiful from my view. It's gorgeous compared to where we were in Southern California. It is green. It is beautiful. Yes, it's hot. You can see I'm already turning red and starting to sweat. I will be honest with you. I'm always trying to be honest with my customers and my followers here. I've worn myself out every day for the last 3 years. But specifically here, I've worn myself out in the garden since Sunday. So we got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I have with me a sweating jar of basil lemonade, you can call it basil water. Love the woodsy part of your property. So the whole back acreage is all wooded, and I haven't even really gotten into it for a couple reasons. I don't mind snakes. I just prefer not to invade their territory. Plus, I've got a lot of area here that I really need to work on. So I've worn myself out. My mom keeps telling me, you know, take it easy, because of course, I'm sharing a million pictures with her. And I've worn myself out. And yesterday was a little dangerously worn out, hence the water. Water break. So for those of you that had questions about my seed sale, dark purple opal basil is included. And you can see most of these are green. Purple basil goes more green or more purple depending on how much sun or how much water you're using. I know, Denise, pace myself. I learned my lesson yesterday. I did wear myself out. Doc was a little concerned, not that I was like gonna keel over or anything, but I did wear myself out. I worked early in the morning. Then I did seed orders, and then I came out here in the evening and I planted more. So we have the whole area is tilled now, and I've got 11 rows planted, and probably another 11 rows to go. And that's just that area. Behind me over here, I planted cucumbers already. I planted black oil sunflower seeds. I planted nasturtiums. So let's talk about what I already have planted. I'm gonna go over in a non-live video, I guess a pre-recorded video. I'm gonna go over why I planted these and how I planted them, but it's live and I can't go out there until I get my wireless extender, which should be here Saturday-ish. So we'll see. So I've planted a ton of seeds already, and super awesome. I planted pink eye purple hull cowpeas. So for those of you who don't know what a cowpea is, it's a southern pea. It's included in the southern pea mix is like black-eyed peas, which a lot of people know what those are. But the pink eye purple hull are beautiful. It's a purple bean, and then the inside seed looks very, very similar to a black-eyed pea, only the eye is actually pink instead of black. It's like pinkish purple black. So those germinated in 3 days. I planted seeds Sunday night and they were already popping out of the ground on Wednesday. So you got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 days, and they were already popping out of the ground. So I'm super excited about that. So let's see, what have I already planted on the property? I had to make a list because there's so much already going on. I got pink eye purple hull cowpeas. I got gray zucchini. I got Clemson spineless okra, which is probably one of, yeah, super exciting. I know, right? Awesome, Crystal. Clemson spineless okra. I got white scallop squash. Same texture, only bean I typically eat are kidneys. So totally different than kidneys. The pink eye purple hull is similar or the same to a black-eyed pea. So if you like, it's like a traditional southern dish to make a ham hock and black-eyed peas. I love them. Also collard greens as well, if you mix it into the side, whatever. Really, really good. I have planted golden wax beans. Those were already popping up. Deborah says pink eye purple hull are going in my garden right now. Southern girl has to have some peas and okra in her garden, definitely. I've already planted blue lake bush beans, yellow scallop squash, Brandywine seduce strain. Those are in containers, in little starters because I don't have room in the garden right now. I've got hillbilly flame tomatoes. Those are also in a container. Jalapeno, purple opal basil, Ronde Denise squash, nasturtiums, of course, I already mentioned. Calendula. I can't have a garden without calendula. It's also called pop marigold. It's a really good one to use for our handmade salves. Speaking of which, if you're just joining us, please hit that subscribe button, like button, all that good stuff. In the comment section of this video, you will find a link to our current seed sale. So I apologize for the lighting. I'll do better next time. I'm just kind of running around right now. Let's see, what else did I plant? The next batch to plant in the garden is going to be Geet Okosomen. If you're not familiar with that one, yes, I do make the calendula salves from that. The Geet Okosomen, if you're not familiar with it, is a variety of squash that is at least 800 years old. The Miami tribe of Native Americans says that they have been passing that variety down for 5,000 years. So it is a variety that we do not currently have in stock, but I have my own personal stock that I'm planting in the garden, and that is in a completely separate area of the property, so that we won't have cross pollination, so that we'll have pure seeds to sell for you for 2022. So if you're interested in that, definitely sign up for our email list when it is available for 2022. I will definitely post when it's available. Double yield cucumbers, one of my all-time favorites. Lemon cucumber, Armenian cucumber, marigolds, lots and lots of sunflowers. Benning's green tint. I'm going to do some sugar baby watermelons and some muskmelons. And then I also have to transplant my yellow Scotch bonnet and my Trinidad scorpion peppers. Those will also be isolated on our property, so that we'll be able to sell you those seeds for next year. So yes, I definitely got overheated this week, so I am taking it easy, which is why I'm under the shade today. Lighting is awesome. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. It keeps going in and out on my end. So I will have some pre-recorded videos this week. First will be my tilling video on how I ran that tiller and my feedback on the tiller. I did buy a larger tiller than I thought I would need, but once I got into the garden, I really did need it. And like I said, I'm not a big, I don't push the use of a tiller, because it's really going to be a one-time use thing, and then I'm going to amend in the soil. But for this thing, I really, really needed to get it up and running and going now. For future areas on our property that we plant, I'm probably just going to bring in some compost, some aged manure. I would love to find an organic farmer here that has some manure that I can take and put in my garden. Somebody who doesn't use a lot of antibiotics and things like that, so I don't have to worry about contaminated manure. And I'll probably just build from there. I won't necessarily be tilling all the time. But when you're breaking ground in a new garden, sometimes it's just necessary. Future videos also, I'm going to talk about what to plant in July in the heat. It is hot. It's 101 degrees outside, hence the veins popping out of my forehead and the pink complexion. So yes, it is warm. I will be enjoying some cool air conditioning soon, and I do have my basil infused water. So I am staying hydrated, Mom. Yes, staying hydrated. If you're new to Mary's Heirloom Seeds, please feel free to send me an email if you have specific questions. My email is mary@marysheirloomseeds.com. I do try to answer emails as quickly as possible. So if you've got questions, please feel free to ask. You can also use the comment section below if you've got questions. So last but certainly not least, Crystal says we have an odd cool snap happening in Missouri tomorrow. It's supposed to be a high of 78. Jealous. Doc and I are going to go have a nice lunch tomorrow at one of the local businesses, and then stay indoors maybe in the afternoon when it's really hot. I talked to my friend Vel, who's the one that checked out the property before we moved in. And I told her, yeah, I really overdid it yesterday. And by 8 o'clock in the morning this morning, I had sweat through everything I had on out here in the garden planting the cucumber seeds. And she goes, yeah, we had to go out at 6 to get it done, which is normally not a problem for me, but since I wore myself out yesterday, it was a little slower going in the morning. Let's see, what did Sandy say? I missed that. Just went through the heat wave up here in Washington State, but now it's only 80. Oh, yeah. Thank goodness for that. I will be honest. It is hot, and it can feel, maybe you can get some locals for cameo appearances. Maybe I can get Vel to either come out to my garden or go to hers. I'll probably just go to hers, get some puppy snuggles while I'm there. So it is hot, but I really did miss the the humidity of South Florida. This isn't anything new for me. I mean, I lived in South Florida for 9 years, I think. So it really isn't that bad. It feels hot, but it's not that bad. See, how will you able to grow calendula, nasturtium, squash in this heat? Mine never make it in the humidity and heat. I don't know. I normally don't. I'll be honest. I really don't. I don't normally start growing planting in July. Under normal circumstances, I would have had this entire garden planted out in March, April, May. Brian, I'll get to your question in just a second. Let me give you a little backstory on that. So when I first moved from South Florida back to California, I had all my garden planted in February. And then the end of February, first week of March, we had a freeze and everything died. So I learned my lesson right away, and everything that I planted got planted in March from there going forward, because of course everything froze the year before, and I did really well. So this whole thing is a new experience for me. I'm really just kind of growing whatever I feel like growing, and if it works, great. If it doesn't, I'll know for the future. And part of the reason I do that is, if I experiment and I learn what I can and can't grow here, then I can share that information with you guys. So Brian said, let me go back there. Brian says, what you recommend planting right now? You see the heat here. I'm fairly new and I use raised beds, but the heat seems to win. Robert says, please be safe and stay hydrated. Yep, I'm drinking more water. Give me a second. Yes, I do understand that I am not Wonder Woman, and I do need to take it easy sometimes. So yes, and my mother has already said, I know you're on a mission. Oop. Sorry, there's hornets around here and I get freaked out. I really don't want to get bit by a hornet. So yes, staying hydrated. Basil water really helps me drink more real water. I try not to do the whole flavored stuff. I try to drink real water. So showing you again basil lemonade. On our YouTube channel, I've got a whole video on how to make your own basil lemonade, and it's pink. And the reason that it's pink is because I trim the flowers when your basil bolts, and those flowers are pink. So I got this bright neon pink basil lemonade, and it is, sorry, trying. I really don't want to get stung by a hornet. Ugh. Okay, Brian, you said you're new. Hornets. I never had hornets in Ramona, and now I'm like freaking out over the hornets. Sorry. Oh, I swell up like nobody's business when I get stung by a bee. I love bees. Hornets, I hate hornets. I hate to say hate, but I really don't like hornets. Anyway, okay. Okay. I gotta sign off. I can't deal with the whole hornet thing. Plus I'm hot. Brian asked, what do you plant right now? Check out our website and use the search option for heat tolerant crops. I have a whole list of heat tolerant varieties. And it's not just like, okra or cowpeas. It's literally specific varieties that will grow in warmer climates. So I've got experience growing. Yeah. So Crystal says keep some of that salve on hand. I have like 5 jars sitting on my kitchen counter just in case. Because I've been out here, and if you get stung by a bee or mosquito bites, my calendula infused oils and salves that I've also got on my YouTube channel and our website are awesome. Sorry I screeched over there. I get a little overwhelmed in this heat, plus the what do you call it? Doc's probably in there going, what are you doing? Yes, I know, I have a fan. Actually, I'm gonna go outside in the garden next time. So for those of you just joining me, you missed it in the beginning. I will have a wireless booster for my next video, so I can actually take you out into my garden to show you. And now, as soon as I'm done with the video, I'll also post in the comments section or in the description of this video a couple of our heat tolerant varieties. Not everything is going to grow in the heat, but there's a lot of stuff that you can grow in the heat. Specifically cucumbers, they can do it. I planted them in a more shadier area. Tomatoes, some of the beans, okra, amaranth. Totally forgot to mention amaranth. That's a really good one. So there's a couple things you can grow right now, even in this crazy heat. All right, so I'm going to sign off. Just to recap, we've got a seed sale, we've got a giveaway, and we have a discount code, all available right now. The seed sale ends July 5th. The giveaway ends July 14th. And right now there is no expiration on the discount code. Whew. All right, I'm Mary, signing off in the heat. If you've got any questions, send me an email, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and happy planting, everybody.